Sydney needs no introduction. It's home to the Darling Harbour Bridge, the Sydney Opera House, Taronga Zoo, and as of 2019, it's home to over 5 million people in 650 suburbs. As a student, moving to a new city or even country, and starting at a new university can be daunting and can come with a variety of changes. This short documentary will provide an insight for students into these changes by breaking it into 3 categories. They are CQU Sydney, which takes us on a tour of the Sydney campus and all it has to offer. And finally, cost of living, which shows how much everything really costs to live in a city like Sydney. As a brief disclaimer, this documentary will aim to be as unbiased as possible. However, specific topics covered need to be supported by personal knowledge and/or experiences.
I'm Anthony and I'm studying a Bachelor of Digital Media.
How long have you been studying at this specific campus?
I've been studying here for 2 years now.
What do you enjoy most about your degree?
I would say probably learning different softwares.
Is there anything that you would change about the campus if you had the chance?
Probably maybe upgrading classrooms.
Do you think they're not up to par?
I just think they can be a bit better.
What, improved?
Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give to new students?
Probably to manage their time because assignments can get really stressful.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Paula. I'm the campus support assistant at CQU Sydney.
Great. How long have you been working at CQU Sydney?
I've been working here since October 2016, so it's almost 3 years now.
What do you think is the most important thing for new students to do when they first start their course?
I think the most important thing is to attend classes. I say that because I used to be an international student here, and I think if you attend the classes and pay real attention to your lectures, the chances are that you're going to pass through these 2 years if you're doing a master smoothly. So just attend the classes.
Great. Is there anything you think could be improved at this campus for students?
I think there are some things that should be improved, and I think that they are going to be improved because we're starting some refurbishment from next year, and the whole campus will be put down and they will rebuild everything. So yeah, I think for example we might have a space for gym, maybe an open area for students. For example, at level 11 there is an open space, but students and staff are not allowed to use it. So I think it would be great to have some fresh air. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, what's your name and what are you studying?
My name is Cynthia and I'm studying digital media.
How long have you been studying at this campus?
It's almost 2 years now.
What do you enjoy the most about your degree?
What I enjoy the most about my degree is that I can think creatively and I don't have any exam because I'm sucks with exam. So I like that part.
What advice would you give to new students?
My advice will be get a better time management.
Better time management?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything you would change about the campus if you had the chance?
I don't think I have anything to say about this. I think it's great enough.
Yeah. You don't think there's anything that could be improved or added at all?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
The CQU Sydney campus is located on 400 Kent Street, just a short walk from Town Hall Station. The campus has over 3,000 students, making it the largest in CQU history. Despite its large population, the campus is quite spacious, and you can always find a place to sit on any of the 10 floors. There are dedicated quiet rooms for praying, others for studying, and even a library with multiple study areas. In the library, there is even a dedicated bookstore. The cafe on floor 3 offers great cheap coffee, sandwiches, and tons of other baked goods. Each floor is easily accessible from 4 elevators and a stairwell if you really want to punish yourself. On almost every floor there are dedicated computer labs for classes, but if empty, students are allowed to use them freely. Additionally, on each floor, there are state-of-the-art lecture theaters. There is also high-speed Wi-Fi on every floor for students to access. On floor 10, there is an anatomy and chiropractic classroom for medical studies. The campus has a lot to offer in terms of courses. Here is a quick playby of what is currently available. They range from IT, medical, law, sciences, trades, engineering, and even education. As a student living in Sydney, you will have access to a wide range of opportunities and lifestyle choices. As a student, there are more important focuses for you. Money. Irregardless of wherever you live, whether it's with family, friends, or you're at a home, Sydney is expensive. Food, rent, transportation, university fees, and other expenses all add up. One of the most important items that you will get when studying in Sydney is called a concession Opal card. The average fare from outer metro suburbs to town hall or inner city is anywhere from $2.50 to $3.50 a trip, which can raise during peak times. Considering you have 4 classes a term and 1 class each day, that's 4 trips each week into the city. In total, the weekly cost adds up to $20, not including social trips and trips to work. With a concession card, the cost goes down to $1.50 and $2.50 during peak times. Food in Sydney is relatively cheap, if you know where and how to shop, and there are supermarkets in pretty much every suburb. Coles, Woolworth, Aldi, IGA are the most popular. Buying the basics such as rice, meat, vegetables, bread, fruit, eggs, milk, and so on can cost up to as much as $30 a week, again, which can add up. The average rent in Sydney can be up to $500 a week. In the outer suburbs, it comes down to $300 a week. Getting a job in Sydney, even as a student, is easy. Thanks to regular trains and stop at every suburb, getting a job an hour away from where you live is no longer an issue. The most popular positions amongst students are in hospitality and catering services. There are many sites that can be used to find all kinds of employments. In terms of fees, CQU has handled it pretty well. The main cost for the degrees can be handled by HECS, which is paid back in small increments when you earn a certain amount each year, and the amenities fees, the regular term fees, can also be put on your HECS account. Depending on what courses students undertake, there is also a cost for equipment and services. For digital media students, camera equipment and the Adobe programs are needed. The camera equipment is free to learn, but the Adobe programs, Adobe Student Packs, can cost up to $40 a month. CQU does offer student discounts, but there are not many to choose from.